This is Mr. Rowe. We're looking at Prob Stat Part A. This is your welcome video. Welcome to Prob Stat A. I'm Mr. Rowe. Let me tell you a little bit about me. Just quickly, I have a Bachelor of Science in Math from the University of South Carolina. My minor was in statistics, so I do know a little bit about the course. I do have a Master's of Math degree from Western Governors University, fully online school. So I got my master's degree just how you're getting your diploma, all online. So I do know what you're trying to do, and I do know the difficulties with it. So I have a master's in administration from the University of South Carolina. I am nationally board certified. Have 18 years of experience in several brick and mortar schools, and I am married with a son. So now, what are some things you need to do to be successful with Prob and Stat? So every lesson has some kind of recording. It may be a live recording. It may just be a YouTube video that we discovered that works well with the content. Prob and Stat's more of we found some videos that work well with the lesson. So as you're watching these videos, which you do need to watch, I suggest you watch everything that's in the lesson. Take some notes, pause when you're asked to do so if you need to work out an example. Write down some questions that you have so you can send them to me in a teacher message. Print out the lesson if you are capable of doing so you can highlight and work out the examples on paper. Those are all great things you can do to be successful in this course. How do you submit work? Well, there's several ways to submit work. One way is in the submission box itself. Every lesson has this submission box right down the bottom. I do not suggest that you work directly in the submission box. Things get lost in the submission box, and formatting is not always the best. So I suggest you not use the submission box. I'm going to talk to you about the best way to submit work for this course. And then I'm going to actually help you out probably as we go through this course with giving you some Google Docs you can use. So you're going to copy the problem, show all your work, and then here is the big suggestion: keep a Word doc or a Google Doc to keep your work in. So here is a Google Doc right here. You have access to Google Docs through your school Google account. You can type everything you want. There is all kinds of little things. You can get some add-ons that will help you actually type the math. There is actually an equation editor. If you hit under insert, there is an equation editor, and you can actually type the equations that you're going to need for this course exactly how they're laid out in the lesson. So you're not worried about trying to format fractions or things like that. You can do it right here with these tools. Just play around with this a little bit, and you'll figure out real easily how easy it is to do math with a Google Doc. So that is my big suggestion: is use a Google Doc. When you get everything done, and you've got everything done, make sure you label it. I suggest you put your name, the lesson, and you can put the date, and then keep a running track of each submission as you go through. Hit this share button right here. It's going to ask you to name it, so you name it. But then you actually copy the share link, copy right there, and then you just paste that link right here in the submission box after you click this link button right here. That allows you to attach a link. So attach a link and link that Google Doc. That way it's automatically just clickable for me to click, which makes grading a lot easier. So what else? Let's take a look. Here's what I was just saying about all of that. So I just kind of explained it with the actual Google Doc to save a little bit of time. Make sure you get a title, and do some, like, throughout the lesson, do some things like do the first submission and then your second submission different, so that I can see the progression that you do. Don't just type over what you've done already, because I can't see what you had the last time and see where you changed. And sometimes I'll actually say it doesn't look like this was revised, because I can't tell what changes you made. So just make sure you do that for me. How do you get graded? Each lesson has a rubric. Read that rubric, and trust me, I'm going to follow what it says. All of them say that you're not going to get credit without work. So make sure you show all of your work. Now, some lessons we actually specifically tell you, if you're using a graphing calculator, that you can use the graphing calculator for this. Just, understand that most of them require at least one to be worked out fully, so we can know that you understand the actual concept. Some questions have different values, so make sure you pay attention to this so you know which ones have the most values. Don't be surprised when you get a grade and you're not sure why, because the points were different on a certain problem. So feedback, make sure you pay close attention to what I tell you. I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you videos to watch. I'll even chat with you through Hangouts. You can send me teacher messages. Don't ask me questions directly in that submission box, because that is not where you ask questions. The submission box is where you do your work. And don't send me emails. I don't know how your email is, but my email gets quite congested, so emails get lost real easily. But if it's in the system, if it's in the LMS system or in Hangouts, it's real quick for me to see, because you pop up on the screen and I see what you need to know. Visit my website. Now remember, this is Prob and Stat, so you'll have to look on the website to find some Prob and Stat stuff. So it'll be updated with new stuff as I find it. And then make sure that you use my feedback and resources to revise, and only resubmit the problems that you need to revise. So if there's a 10-question assignment and you only need to revise questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, don't add 5 and 7 through 10 again, because I get lost in the mix, finding the ones that I need to grade and the ones I don't need to grade. It delays your feedback, and sometimes I'll miss things because I looked at the wrong problem, and so it makes it easier. Just make it easy as possible to get your feedback so you don't get delayed and getting graded. And then what if you need some help? Well, there's a couple of ways you need help. We talked about sending a message in Hangouts. That's fine. But you can also make a virtual appointment where I can actually sit and write out problems with you and help you solve some things so you can get some understanding of the concepts on your course homepage, where your course is laid out and all the lessons are laid out. My Google Calendar is right there. Select the time that is best for you and then set up an office appointment. Once you click on that, it's going to ask you, what do you want to know? Well, this would be Prob and Stat. So your description would be Prob and Stat lesson so-and-so, problems number, whatever problems you need help with. Make sure you save that. That's going to pop up in your Google Calendar. Once it's time to go to that meeting, you're just going to come back and you're going to click to join that Hangout. And then I'm going to be in there waiting on you, and I'm going to help you out using some of my virtual tools. So what do you need for this class? One big thing you're going to need is some sort of a calculator. You can't do stats without calculators. You have access to Sheets, which is the data software that we use through Google. So you don't need another spreadsheet format. You do need some paper, pencil, and a calculator is what you need for this class. Some of this stuff is from some of my other courses that I teach, so don't worry about those. But you need the graphing calculator, some paper, and a pencil. And if you don't have a handheld TI 83 or 84 and you want access to a free online version, please let me know, and I will send you some directions on how to get one that will come up on your computer. It looks sort of like this. Mine will pop up. So you see it's an actual fully functioning calculator. So if you want directions on how to get this on your desktop or laptop, please let me know and I'll send you some directions. You'll also have access to some online calculators that I'll let you know about. So if you're going through the course and you're struggling, please let me know and I'll help you get the calculator resources you need, or the virtual software like the spreadsheet software, help you use that if you need to. So what are some advice on doing this? Don't skip straight to the problems, especially in stat. A lot of this is brand new material. It's not just mean, median, and mode. There's a lot of other things that we talk about. So don't skip straight to the problems. Work out all those examples in the lesson. Watch the videos, work out the examples, and don't waste submissions by not following directions. If you just send me answers, I'm going to send it back and say, hey, I need to see your work, and you've already lost a submission. So don't waste your time by not following directions, and that way you'll get through this course a lot quicker. I know a lot of you are trying to get this done so you can graduate. So don't delay yourself. Do what we asked the first time. And this course doesn't take long at all, as long as you follow what we ask and do it just like we tell you to. So let me know if you need any help. Welcome to class, and please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.